Joining me on the live stream Saturday night. Welcome everyone. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about the news. I'm going to move some crypto around for you guys as usual. I'm going to take your questions, try to resolve any issues that you might be having with your wallets or your transfers and stuff like that. Keep in mind, this is not really an investment forum, so I don't really take questions about what's the next great coin or what do you think about coin X and that kind of stuff. Without further ado, let's jump in. Okay, I think we made it. Welcome everybody. I'm glad you're here. It was like down to the wire. I usually start this like right at the top of the hour as soon as the minute clicks over, but I was like 1 minute or 1 minute and a half before the hour. I noticed on the live control in YouTube, it said something about my audio, and I reached over or looked over and noticed that there was no audio. My mic wasn't working correctly, and I was troubleshooting and unplugging and plugging it in. What I realized, I had a little problem with my computer over the last couple of days, and I had unplugged everything and plugged everything back in again, and when I launched OBS, it didn't find the mic, and all I really needed to do was go into the OBS settings and like reselect the mic. So anyway, sorry for the late start. I think it was like a minute, maybe like the next minute crossed over. Anyway, here in the lair with the rig, got everything back up and running again. Let's go over to this. Did we do side shot? I don't remember. Oh yeah, I guess we did. Okay. So we're here. Let's go over to the control center, and I'm going to pop my chat out and move it over to my other monitor so that I can see you guys. Come on, what's going on here? There we go. Technical difficulties. I try not to have those. I mean, you guys won't believe what happened. Sometimes I play games, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I buy games that are like $60 on Steam and then never play them. And I like sometimes I think I had like 3 games that I had spent a bunch of money on and had just never played them. So anyway, I started playing one of these games, and then all of a sudden I looked over at my computer, which is water cooled, and all of a sudden it's just spurting coolant everywhere. Up into the top, into the fans and everything. And I'm not sure if the hose just was loose and came out, or it got hot and the pressure popped it. But I'm thinking it was probably that it overheated while I was playing that game because of my fans. I didn't have my fans going fast enough to cool the radiator. So anyway, I had to take the dang thing apart and put it all back together again and put more coolant in it. Everything was fine. It's crazy. Anyway, welcome, BTC. Let's talk about Bitcoin. I've got some stuff lined up for you guys. Before we get too much further, I would like to point out, if you check the description down below, I've been working very hard on the description today. Of course, there are the usual suspects, my affiliate links at the top there, crypto.com. Get a 50, well, it's 25 now. I should change this to 25, shouldn't I? 25. It is no longer 50. That ended. They put it down to 25. But that's okay. Still a great card. A great crypto exchange on your phone. I'll demo a little bit tonight. And it comes with a card attached that you can use to spend your crypto in the real world. We're going to talk about some new avenues for buying and spending crypto in the real world tonight. That's some cool stuff. Kraken, which is a cryptocurrency exchange. The Ledger, did a video on Ledger this week that went pretty well. We've got the Brave browser. We've got Binance US. We've got Coinbase. All of these affiliate links will help me out and help support the channel. And, you know, some of these you'll get a little bonus too. Now, but the big news is I've redesigned the description from this week. We've got the Mastering Bitcoin link for those of you who are interested in mastering Bitcoin. I've got these DeFi sites up here, Uniswap, Compound, Yearn, Synthetics. I've got the DeFi guides for Pancake Swap, Medium, Burger Swap, Fry World, Narwhal Swap, which I'll play around with tonight. And then these are the sites themselves. And I've got some links here for Binance Smart Chain to get yourself set up. I think I got that in there twice, didn't I? After all that work. We'll save. All right, we got that going. And then, of course, links to some of my more recent videos on DeFi, right? Links to all the news stories that I'm going to cover tonight. And then down here, links to some of my really popular Ledger NANO videos. And then on down. So please take a look at the description below for some cool stuff. I would like to welcome everyone that showed up. Josh, Explorandor, de Charmento. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Buddy Love is here again. Good to have you again. Grand Illusion from Idaho is here. Glad to have you here. Scott Lee is here. That's great stuff. Always good to have Scott here. The sage of the live stream. A lot of people know and chat with Scott because he's a regular here. So I'm glad to have Scott here. Shah Yosef is here. Crypto Time. Dave D is here. Ledger is acting stupid. I'll get back to that. Hello. Ellipsis. White Wolf. Zat. Okay, Shah. James B. We're going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin's valuation. I've got some good articles. Okay, we've got Kate coming too. All right, so let's see. The first story. I'm going to open up with this story. This was a big deal, and we'll talk a little bit about PayPal and how it works. But there's a little secret that, just between you and me, don't spread it around. Don't say it too loud. But you're not really buying Bitcoin and crypto on PayPal when you buy it because they won't let you deposit it or withdraw it. So you're just buying like a placeholder for the price of Bitcoin. And yes, you can buy Bitcoin in your PayPal, and I can show you how that works. It's pretty straightforward. And then spend it. And if you buy you buy Bitcoin in your PayPal account and the price of Bitcoin goes up, then that Bitcoin that it's in your PayPal account will, of course, increase in value. So that's all great stuff, but they won't allow you to withdraw it off their platform. So it's not really real Bitcoin. Sorry to say. But anyway, this is great. And we knew about this a couple weeks ago. Maybe it's been a month since they announced that they were going to be letting their users buy and sell cryptocurrencies. But that was a select few that got invited. And so a few days back, they allowed all of their users to buy cryptocurrency. So let me just show you how that works. It's really, like I said, very straightforward. And oh my gosh, do I not have sound now? Oh my Lord in heaven. Oh my gosh. Here we go. All right, let's try this again. There we go. Man, my machine just got so whacked out the other day when I did that. All right, so let's turn on screen mirroring so you can see my phone. Hopefully that's going to work. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. There it goes. I always hold my breath. Sometimes it doesn't work right. All right, so let's check PayPal real quick while we're on the subject. If we go into PayPal, there we go. I got to look at it. Okay. All right, there we go. Got a little money in my PayPal. But down there at the bottom, towards the bottom right, is crypto, right? And we can buy Bitcoin, we can buy Ethereum, we can buy Bitcoin Cash, and all that. And I am going to buy some Bitcoin tonight, but I'm not going to do it on PayPal because once I buy it on PayPal, it's stuck in my PayPal account. Now I'm assuming at some point you can like use the crypto to make purchases because they will convert it on their end. Pretty easy to convert something that's not really Bitcoin. Um, it's just basically a placeholder for the price of Bitcoin. So I'm sure they will allow you to sell it or use it to buy things and it will convert. And then I guess you could sell it back to them and they'll give you the cash equivalent too. So it looks like Bitcoin, but if you can't withdraw it to your own wallet, it's not really Bitcoin. So anyway, but I will buy some real Bitcoin tonight, and we can play around with that. All right, so let's move on to the next story. This is even bigger. This is really bigger than the PayPal thing. It kind of got lost in the shuffle, but this is a big deal because BitPay is a real. They make it easier for big companies to accept Bitcoin, and now they're allowing big companies to use their service to pay their employees or their what do you call those guys? The guys that really don't work for you, contractors, right? Like gig worker kind of things. This is really big. This is really going to, and this would mean that if you've got real Bitcoin and you want to pay somebody, or I guess I don't remember if I think it's they pay you in Bitcoin, or businesses to pay employees with cryptocurrency. So this could go across international boundaries. If you're not familiar with BitPay, like for example, I bought some components in 2018 with Bitcoin on Newegg, right? And when I opened up my Bitcoin wallet and got everything ready to go and went over to Newegg and hit buy with Bitcoin, they were like, "Oh, you need a BitPay compatible wallet." And what happened was my Electrum Bitcoin wallet, I got a BitPay address and I pasted that in, whatever. But BitPay is like in the middle there. They took my Bitcoin and converted it at the going rate and gave it to Newegg. So Newegg really didn't have to accept Bitcoin proper because of the volatility. But they wanted to allow people to pay in Bitcoin. So BitPay kind of works behind the scenes to do like on the fly Bitcoin conversions for people. So this is a big deal. This is really gonna expand the use case for Bitcoin and allow Bitcoin adoption, right? So this is really a cool story. I invite you to read the story. It's linked below. I won't spend too much time on the news. I know you guys have a lot of questions, but let's talk a little bit about the price of Bitcoin. Bitcoin price at 16K and beyond. Here are the bear and bull cases. So what are we going to do now that we've made it to 1600? We've got the chart of Bitcoin. Is this the daily? Is it daily chart? Okay. Increase in trading activity. All of the ducks are in a row, right? As far as I'm concerned, right? And we've talked about chartists and chart analysis and all that stuff. That's all well and good, but sometimes it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. My take on it is that the macro elements are more important than the chart analysis and the behavior of the price on the market. Of course, that plays a part, of course, a big part. But really, the sentiment on Bitcoin has changed considerably over the last couple of months. Big financial firms are bullish on Bitcoin. There's a lot of adoption news. There's a lot of people interest in Bitcoin. We're seeing the price spike. So all of those things are kind of coming together now to give us this really what I would call a very bullish outlook on Bitcoin in the near term and the long term. That's my take. I don't want to be like a a cheerleader or anything, and I'm not trying to get you to buy my newsletter or anything. All the stuff I provide is free. You do have to watch the commercials on YouTube. But, like I said, I've always been a believer in Bitcoin, whether the price was up or down, really. But really, it's exciting here to see this bullish move in Bitcoin, right? And there's talk about Bitcoin going even higher based historically on the Bitcoin halving situation, right? We're sort of at the beginning of that movement up, right? Because the halving, which is it was an internal mechanism in Bitcoin's program that cut the Bitcoin reward in half for miners. Historically, that has been an indicator of a bull run for Bitcoin within a year and a half of that, right? And the halving only occurred in May. So if we're going to see similar historic spikes, similar to the first and the second halving, so we're going to see quite a bit of upswing from this level, right? I'm talking about my own take, right? And I would like to point out that this article might have other takes besides what I'm saying, right? I usually try to stick closer to what the article is saying. But like I said, this article is linked. You can check it out. Everything's good. Okay, and then here's another article about the stealth phase over. Do people know about Bitcoin? Ask your friends, your neighbors, just offhand. Are you aware of Bitcoin? A lot of people may have heard it. It's funny. I was at a Thanksgiving dinner last year with extended family. Some of them older than me, some of them younger than me. And someone was asking me about my YouTube channel, and I mentioned Bitcoin, and somebody there older than me said, what is Bitcoin? And the person next to her, who's also older than me, all aunts, uncles, said it's computer money. And I was like, wow, that's like a really simple, direct definition of what Bitcoin is, right? We talk about blockchain and cryptography and digital money and, and all the things that I talk about what Bitcoin is and how it behaves. But to just say, what's up, buddy?
Can I have some more paper, please?
Okay, where's mommy? She's, okay. There you go. Yay. Duty calls. The boy wanted some paper. Got to do that. I think I could show you one of his latest pieces of art. If I can find it over here. Let's see if I can find it. I will show you when your boy asks for paper. It's time to give him some. There we go. This is Alex's latest art. This shape here, if you can see it, it says 100 here, and this shape has 100 sides. You can count them if you want. And then this, if I can get this thing over here, yeah, this dot right here, this dot is like three different colors, right? Red, purple, and blue, right? It's cool stuff, man.
Pink, blue, and purple.
Pink, blue, and purple. Pardon me. That's the correct. All right. So when Alex needs paper, Alex gets paper. Okay. All right. So stealth phase over. Okay. So basically, we were talking about, do people know what Bitcoin is? And like I said at the Thanksgiving dinner, one of my relatives said, well, Bitcoin is computer money. She didn't even say internet money, right? She said it's computer money. It's like money that a computer makes. It's computer money, right? But it's pretty cool. But do your friends and neighbors know what Bitcoin is? Are people really jumping on the bandwagon? Is institutional money starting to flow into Bitcoin? Not yet, really, according to this article, right? We've got some big names that are getting into Bitcoin that are bullish. Paul Tudor Jones, Michael Saylor, Stanley Druckenmiller, who are talking and investing and putting their money where their mouth is on Bitcoin, but we haven't really seen huge inflows into Bitcoin from institutions. We will. That's my take, and that's the article's take too. Right now, we're just on the cusp of this thing. I mean, I sound like a huge cheerleader, but it's just been really exciting lately, right? And then got this one here. Yeah, Bitcoin rally falters as price drops below 16K. I'm like, seriously? Really? You're telling me that the rally has faltered because Bitcoin dipped below 1600 this morning? I mean, come on. Last week we were talking about, is it going to be 14 or 16, right? And last week at this time it was 14,800 thereabouts, right? Here we are this week. We had a couple of good run-ups at 16K, and then we broke over 16K a day or two ago, and we were up. I saw it get as high as 16.5, right? And then it came down to like 16.2 yesterday, and then this morning I woke up and I looked at the price on my phone, and it was like 15.9 something, and I was like, because I was reading an article last night that said if Bitcoin can remain above 16K, then it's got upward move here. If it doesn't, then it's on its way back down to like, I don't know, 13,000 or whatever, you know. I mean, you know, it's like the chartists are always moving the goalposts, right? Every time it crosses another level, they're like, oh, well, now that it's crossed 16, you know, it's got to cross 17. If it can't cross 17, then it's going to pull back. I mean, it's just on and on and on, right? So, you know, I'm not trying not to criticize or sound too critical of this article. It's just kind of a summary more than anything else. It's just a chartist view of the price action of Bitcoin. But if you look up here, Bitcoin is back over 16, right? It's kind of been flirting back and forth with the 16,000 mark, right? And it's just a number, right? It's just a number, but to markets it's psychological. But yeah, I don't know that, you know, just because it didn't stay over 16, that means that it's, you know, ready for the pullback. I don't know. I wish it doesn't. The rally from 9,800 to 16,000 over the past 2 months looked overstretched on technical charts, right? We hear that it's, you know, it's ready for a pullback, whatever they always say. But here we go. The anticipated run to the record high of 20,000. Let's see, right? Is it going to happen soon? Is it going to happen in December? Is it going to wait till 2021? We don't know. We all hope, right? All right, so that's enough about the price of Bitcoin. I think we're good. So let's jump into questions that some people have. I'm going to buy some Bitcoin here. We're at 625. I've been blabbing for 25 minutes. I do want to buy some Bitcoin, but let me just quickly hit that first Dave D question. My Ledger X is acting stupid. I can add an app, but when I try to connect Ledger to the wallet, it says can't connect device. Okay. The Ledger device is just a piece. It's just a gadget, just like anything else on your computer, just like my microphone on my computer, right? It's a USB device. It can act quirky sometimes. Like I mentioned, I plugged it in, I unplugged it, and then I went into the settings, and the settings were like connected to the last name the mic had when it was plugged in, and like every time the mic gets replugged in again, it like duplicates the name and gives it another name. So it was like Samsung mic 1, unreachable Samsung mic. You know, I pulled the drop down, there's Samsung mic 2. I switched to Samsung mic 2, and then it sees it. So the Ledger can be very similar to that. I've been playing around with all my cords, right? You plug it in, you unplug it, you plug it in, and then you go into Ledger Live, and Ledger Live says can't see your device, blah 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 blah. I was working with someone on a Mac, and she kept plugging it in, and every time we try to do a receive, it would say can't find device. It would fail and everything, and we kept trying and busting and beating our heads against the wall. And I was kind of like, your computer is not seeing this device. Your computer just does not see it. It's not mounting up on your device. And I was like, just unplug it, okay? Plug it back in. We tried that. We rebooted it. Still didn't work. Finally, I said, look, I just want to see something mount on your computer. Please, can you just plug in a flash drive or something? And she was like, okay. She plugged in a flash drive. And then I saw the flash drive mount on her Mac. It went doo-doo, and then it said, flash drive, blah, blah, is now connected or whatever. I said, okay, now that I've seen something mount on your computer, try plugging in the ledger again. She plugged in the ledger, and lo and behold, it went doo-doo-doo, and the ledger popped up. I'm like, I don't know, I do my best to be knowledgeable and technical, but sometimes you just have to fiddle around with it until it works, right? So, plug it, unplug it, reboot, try, stick a flash drive in your computer, get that to mount, try to reconnect it. Sometimes the cable's bad. Try a different cable. There's so many little quirky things that happen with your Ledger and Ledger Live. Ledger Live is not perfect. It's quirky too. It has some bugs. We'll talk about that tonight too. There's bugs between the Ledger Live and the Ledger Live app. There's things that show up in Ledger Live but not on the app. It's not perfect. The one thing that is perfect, though, the one thing they do very well is they have a device that generates a master private key, and the private keys never leave the device. This is a very foolproof device the way it works. The software interface is just like any piece of software. It has bugs. It needs to be updated periodically. It needs to have bug fixes periodically. They're constantly working on it. It's technology, right? And I will mention also, people, I did a video on these scams, these Ledger scams. None of these scams are downloading malware that suck crypto out of this device. The malware that gets downloaded is a fake Ledger Live that asks you to input your 24-word recovery phrase, right? There is no malware that oh, seriously. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. Elite and Discreet, this is Rex. I'm good, Tiny. How about yourself? Good. Okay, and are they ready now? Okay, and are you gonna leave pretty soon? Are you all done? Are you about walking out the door? I'm gonna have to call some drivers and find out because it's the weekend, so that's why I'm asking. So if you have to leave, you can just leave it at the reception, or I can just tell them to come to your desk where you sit. Either way. Or I can try to call you back. They usually, they have dollies, sometimes have them in their car, or they can just scout around the office and grab one, How much? It's like 4 boxes total? Well, I'm going to get somebody over there. I just need to, I don't know who it's going to be until I figure, I have to ask and find out who's available. Yeah. So, you can trust me. I'll get someone. I'll call you back if I can't get anybody. How's that? Either way, yeah. At the front? Oh, okay. That's all I wanted to know. Yeah, just so I could tell the driver. I didn't want to hold you up. Okay, and they'll be marked 1, 2 for Lisa, 2 for Samantha. Okay, you got it. All right, you're welcome. Thank you. Bye. Okay, so I've moved this live stream to Saturday so I wouldn't get interrupted by work calls, and sure enough, they call me on a weekend. They just can't. I gotta call my driver. I'm so sorry, guys, but this sucks. One of these days, I'll be rich enough to just quit this job, and not have to deal with these people calling me on the weekends.
Hello.
Hey, John, how's it going?
Going good.
Good. I got a call from Tanya, and she's got some boxes that need to go to Lisa's and some boxes that need to go to Samantha. Are you available tonight?
Yes.
Oh, cool. They're ready now, but I know it's the weekend. Don't rush out the door unless you're ready. But she's got them ready,
Okay, cool.
and she said she'll leave them in the reception area.
Yes, all right.
Perfect.
Can you have her leave the box lips on top?
Sure thing. And if she doesn't, then you can just tell me what she left and the times and everything, and you and I can work on our own. But I'll ask her to leave buck slips.
Excellent.
And this will go on payroll for you, right? Because it's not the 15th yet. It's still 14th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Hey. Actually, I could probably do a bonus payment for you on Monday since it's a weekend run, right?
Whatever you figure.
Okay. All right.
Trust your judgment.
Thank you, John. I appreciate it. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Ugh. Can you believe this? Okay. One last call, and then we can move on with our lives. Hey, John's on his way. You're welcome. Thanks. Bye-bye. Now that I've lost half my viewers over that. Okay. All right. Ledger acting stupid, right? Okay. So let's move on to the next question. What's your opinion of the Bitcoin valuation? We talked about that. That's cool. If you have a Coinbase account, okay, we're gonna experiment with Bitcoin tonight. I'm gonna try to find the cheapest way to buy some Bitcoin. Okay, so not too many huge questions. I'm sure you guys were like, what is this guy doing, talking on the phone like an idiot? Okay, all right, wow, okay. All right, so let's do this thing. Yeah, crypto retirement ASAP. That's right. All right, so we're gonna buy some Bitcoin. How cheap, how easy, and how cheap can we buy Bitcoin? Right. So let's start with easy. Where are we here? What happened? I thought I had this thing going. What did I do? Did I turn it off? I must have. I must have just closed that instead of minimizing it. Please come back. Please come back. Thank you. All right. So crypto.com. I have to mention them. Pretty easy way to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin's 16,151, right? So we're back over 16. So bully to that. All right. So if I want to buy some Bitcoin right now on my phone, I'll hit trade, and I'll hit buy. All right, and then I'll choose Bitcoin. I can buy a bunch of other cryptocurrencies directly. This is my debit card. I can tap my debit card and buy some Bitcoin. Let's do 0.05. That's about 80. We'll hit buy right there. Notice the fee. It's about $1.61. Right. So it's not, it's not free, but there is a fee. They had waived the fee pretty much through the whole COVID crisis, but they just reinstated their fee, right? They got to make some money too, right? So, but that's one easy way to buy Bitcoin. It shows up right in your account, right? You'll see that there's Bitcoin in your crypto.com account, and then you'll be good to go, and you can transfer it out, right? You could take it, move it to your own wallet, use it to pay for some transfer to somebody else, right? It is a real Bitcoin exchange that allows you to buy, sell, trade all various cryptocurrencies, and also withdraw and deposit. Man, you gotta have withdraw and deposit if it's real Bitcoin, right? So that's why I'm saying PayPal is not real, because you can't withdraw or deposit Bitcoin from PayPal, right? Now, Let's look at a couple of others. I would like to point out here, what was this? Okay, so we've got Binance US, right? So if you're in the US, and I'm going to point out some interesting things about Binance proper, but not everybody has access to Binance proper, and apparently Binance is starting to crack down and block people in the US. Scott mentioned, and I also believe that those of us who had set up our accounts back in 2017 kind of got grandfathered in because I've been accessing Binance directly without a VPN for a while, and they continue to allow me to use their platform. But I cannot verify myself, so I'm at the lowest tier of user on regular Binance. Anyway, Binance US, if we want to, God, these guys working on our roof, they're just driving me nuts. It's already dark. Why don't they stop? Okay. I can deposit money into my Binance US account from a bank wire, right? But it's not the easiest, quickest way to buy Bitcoin. But it is a pretty easy, straightforward way to buy Bitcoin for US user, right? We also have Bittrex, which is another way, and they have make deposit by debit card, right? So you connect your debit card to your Bittrex account, and you can buy Bitcoin on Bittrex. Now, I don't know what their fees are. I've never done this. I used Bittrex back in the day, and I always just transferred crypto in there for trading, right? I never actually connected my debit card to my Bittrex account. But I bring up Binance US and Bittrex because they are US based cryptocurrency exchanges. Bittrex is based in California or near San Francisco. I'm sure a lot of people in the US have access to it. I don't know if there are some states that don't. Like, I know Binance US is not available in every US state, right? Okay, so, but I would like to, and I'm probably out of this now, right? Because they I don't know, there's probably a setting on their website that would prevent them from logging me out so quick, because they log me out automatically after like 5 minutes, I think. But be that as it may, let's go ahead and get ourselves logged into Coinbase. Now, Coinbase is also a very easy way to buy cryptocurrency. So we just go over to trade, and just go to buy Bitcoin, right? And you can buy it with your bank account or your debit card, right? And then you just put in your amount, you hit buy, preview buy, and there we go. All right, so that's $1.99, which is a little bit more. And I was going to buy 80 on, I think it was around 80 on crypto.com. And see, Coinbase is going to charge me $3. So crypto.com was cheaper. And I think this would be the same on the app, right? Because there is a Coinbase app for your phone, which you can use to buy and trade cryptocurrency. Looks like I have a little bit of Bitcoin in here. I must have got a $10 bonus. But I want to experiment. I want to try. We did Coinbase Pro the other night. And Coinbase Pro, if you have a Coinbase account, you can log into Coinbase Pro with the same credentials, right? And we determined last week that if we bought our Bitcoin on Coinbase and then deposited it into our Coinbase Pro account, which I'll do with that, there was like $10 worth of Bitcoin in there, wasn't there? From Coinbase. Yeah, so there was like some crumbs, right? I could deposit directly from Coinbase into my Coinbase Pro account, and then I was able to withdraw that Bitcoin with very little fees, right? Now I want to see what happens when we try to buy the Bitcoin directly on Coinbase using our bank account. Let's see if that works. All right, so let's hit bank account. Notice that little thing right there? I think that means that it'll just happen automatically, right? So that's my bank account. And let's do 50. Let's see what happens. And processing time, instant. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, so it's 50 bucks. Preview deposit. Instantly. Available to withdraw 7 days. Urgh, that's the thing. If they won't let you withdraw it in 7 days, you really don't have it, right? That's the problem with all this. So, yeah, but if I do it this way, this is an instant transfer of money into the account so that I can trade. So I could buy the Bitcoin and they'll put it in the Bitcoin column when I buy it, right? So if I'm worried that Bitcoin's going to rise and I'm going to miss the boat, then I can buy this instantly. But the problem is, what if Bitcoin tanks before I have time to withdraw it, my 7 days? I guess that won't matter because at least I could sell it, right, while it's here. If I withdraw it to my own wallet and it tanks, then it's going to be less in my wallet too. So that's not a big deal. But I would prefer to be able to buy it with no fee, low fee, and immediately put it in my own wallet. That's me, right? But we have figured a way that I could buy this really cheap and then withdraw it very cheap, right? Their withdrawal fees on Coinbase Pro are very low too. But I have to wait 7 days before I can put it in my own wallet. That's the problem, right? So let's go ahead and do it. I'm gonna go back over here to Coinbase. Let's go ahead and buy the $50 here. Oh, wrong one. Let's go ahead and buy the 50 bucks worth, and we'll use our debit card so we can get it right away and be able to withdraw it right away. We're gonna like bite the bullet and spend the $2. All right, it's just so I can show you guys how to withdraw the Bitcoin, right? I got to go through this motion. All right, boom. We got it. All right. It's there in our wallet. Let's go to portfolio. Oh, it says it. No, wait a minute. Come on, Rex. Do it. Is it in there or is it not in there? Okay, there it is. Okay, it's in there. 47.77, right? We lost a little bit when we bought it. All right, now let's go to Coinbase Pro. Let's do a deposit. We're going to deposit Bitcoin from our Coinbase account. We'll max it out. There's that $47 worth of Bitcoin that we just bought, 47 whatever. We'll hit deposit. It doesn't say how soon I can withdraw it, right? But I know that I can withdraw it right away. Now we've got our Bitcoin in here, right? Now we could trade for other coins if we so desired. And another thing that I used to do quite a bit was I would buy it on Coinbase because it used to be one of the few fiat on-ramps available. And then I would transfer it to another cryptocurrency exchange that I wanted to trade for some altcoin that wasn't on Coinbase, right? Coinbase Pro has quite a few coins now, but it didn't used to, right? It just used to have like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and like XRP and a couple others, right? But it is a lot more versatile than it used to be, but there are still a lot of coins. Oh, it's got Uniswap too. There are a lot of coins you still can't get on Coinbase or Coinbase Pro, right? So what I used to do was I would buy it on Coinbase, move it into Coinbase Pro, and then transfer it to, say, Binance or Bittrex or whatever. Because back in the day, I used to fund these accounts with cryptocurrency, right? We can talk about that in a minute. But let's just go ahead and withdraw this now. All right, let me go back up here. We got to go over to portfolio. All right, there's that Bitcoin. It's about $58 worth of Bitcoin. All right, let's withdraw it. Right, let's withdraw Bitcoin to a crypto address, right, to my own wallet. Well, where am I going to put it, right? Where am I going to withdraw it to? Let's pull up our Ledger Live. This is Ledger Live. We were talking about Ledger before. And I want to put some Bitcoin in my Bitcoin account. Now, the interesting thing here is these wallets are all based on private keys that live on this device. But I really don't need the device connected at all to put some Bitcoin in there, right? I can just go straight over here to a Bitcoin account and do receive and then confirm it and just tell them I don't have my device. And it gives me a Bitcoin address. Now, you could be super paranoid and connect your device and like have the address appear on the device just to be certain that you're not getting phished or whatever. It's a fail-safe. But I'm perfectly comfortable doing this on my computer. I know that I take good care of my machine. I don't have all kinds of malware and stuff on my computer. So I'm perfectly fine with doing it this way. It's going to generate a unique receiving address because that's the way the software works in Ledger Live. Until I send Bitcoin to this address, it will keep giving me this same address, right? I can do receive over and over, and I'll always get that same Bitcoin address until I make one transfer. And after that, it generates a unique new one the next time, right? That increases privacy and security. A lot of people ask me about that. Is that normal? Yeah, that's the way it works. It always generates a new address for you. So let's go back before this thing logs me out and paste in that address. Right, there it is. And I say use this address. It checks it. It's a valid BTC address. Let's max out the amount, right? What is it, like 58 bucks worth of Bitcoin? And let's hit withdrawal. It wants my two-factor authentication from my Google Authenticator. I use my Coinbase one. It's the same code. The same code that I use for Coinbase works with Coinbase Pro. Right? I'll hit withdraw. And we're done. And there it goes. Okay, guys. Sorry about that work interruption. Man, that was just really made me upset. Sorry. Apologize for that. Again. All right. I was emailing someone this morning or earlier today about offering some help, and it was about ERC20 tokens. All right, so ERC20 tokens are the tokens that live on the Ethereum blockchain, and they go into an Ethereum wallet. So if you've got an Ethereum account set up in Ledger Live that has some Ethereum in it, just like this one, you can see here that there are some tokens down here that are sub-tokens of this Ethereum wallet, right? These are called ERC20 tokens. They are smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain. And there's a lot of interest, of course, in ERC20 tokens because those are what's being used in these DeFi exchanges like Uniswap, right? Uniswap is where you can go to buy and sell ERC20 tokens. But there are some issues with managing ERC20 tokens in Ledger Live. Sometimes they don't show up, right? Sometimes you transfer an ERC20 token to your Ledger Live and it never gets there. And I get a lot of frantic people in the comments and emails they send me, and they say, oh my gosh, I bought this ERC20 token on Binance or whatever, fiddly boo, and I sent it to my ledger and it never arrived, and I'm freaking out. It was like $5,000 worth, and it's like, okay, so first of all, if you're gonna transfer something anywhere for the first time, don't transfer the mother load right off the bat, first try, right? Always send a small test transaction first to verify that it's going to end up on the other side of the transaction, right? But if you've sent ERC20 tokens into Ledger Live and you don't see them there, It's probably because Ledger Live doesn't support those yet. It doesn't support every single ERC20 token out there. It should, but it doesn't. All right? Now, another thing that sometimes happens in Ledger Live, look at this here, this data coin. There's no price discovery, right? There's no price, there's no US dollar price of the coin. Does that mean the coin is worthless? No, right? It has a value somewhere, right? I can send it back to the exchange I bought it from and sell it for whatever its current price is, but the price is not showing up in Ledger Live. That just means that Ledger Live doesn't query whatever exchange it can get a live price from for this particular coin. So you get some coins it doesn't see at all. There are some coins that it sees and will show you your balance, but no US dollar equivalent. That doesn't mean it's worthless. It just means that they don't have the price of this particular coin. They don't query it, whatever exchanges they use, right? They're just a middleman, right? They just kind of go between. So what can I do? Okay, so how can I look at these ERC20 tokens that I am certain are in this Ethereum wallet? I've sent them. What do I do? Well, there's an alternate way to look at the exact same wallet by going over to a site called My Ethereum Wallet. My Ether Wallet, pardon me. All right, I can go to My Ether Wallet. I've got the device connected, right? I'm going to choose Access My Wallet. I'm going to choose Hardware. I'll choose, now they support a lot of hardware devices. Great website. I'll hit Ledger, Continue. I need to choose the derivation path for Ledger Live. It's a very important step that is not obvious, but you have to do that. You'll hit Next. And here it comes. This thing with Windows popping up is just kind of a Windows bug. It just kind of started happening in the latest version of Windows 10. Nothing to worry about. It will go away, but it is irritating. All right? These are all the different ERC20, Ethereum addresses that are stored on this, private keys. Some of them have some ETH in them, some of them don't. We're going to go to the one we were just looking at, the one that has 2 Ethereum. We'll hit Access My Wallet. Lo and behold, there's the balance, right? It's the same wallet as this one, right? There's the balance, 2 ETH. Here's the tokens, right? I'm looking at the exact same wallet using a different interface. It's querying the exact same public address of this Ledger wallet. Over here are the tokens, right? There's one, SXP. I got 300 SXP. Why don't I see it in Ledger Live? I don't know. Ledger Live should support SXP. It's a pretty, mainstream token, but they don't, right? So I look over here and I can see it, right? And I can see some US Tether. I can see some US dollar coin that wasn't showing up in Ledger Live either, right? Now, some of this is by design, right? Ledger Live is, I'm not knocking Ledger Live. Not every piece of software is perfect, but there are some other cool things that you can do in Ledger Live. Over in accounts, I can hide empty token amounts, right? If I hide empty tokens amount, then the clutter is gone, right? I can do that. We'll go back to accounts and now look at this Ethereum account. There's a whole bunch of tokens that are just 0 balance. Why are they showing up? Because there's transaction histories in there, right? Notice, right? So, but I really don't care to see all those. It's just a bunch of clutter. So I can go to settings and just turn on hide empty token accounts. Makes it look much cleaner, right? Another thing I can do is hide tokens I don't want to see, right? These are low balance tokens. True US dollar is hidden. I don't think there's any of that in there anymore. But kick tokens are hidden, right? I can make them show up by unhiding them. if we go back to accounts, and there's that crappy kick token that nobody likes. It's kind of a scam token. I don't really want to see it. All right, so I can adjust that. So Ledger Live is versatile, but it just doesn't show every ERC20 token out there. Right? I can right click on this and choose hide token, and I say yes, and it goes away. Right? So you can manage an Ethereum wallet from so many different directions. Right? You can look at it in Ledger Live. You can look at the exact same wallet on the exact same hardware in MyEther Wallet and see those tokens that you might have transferred in that are not showing up in Ledger Live, and you're freaking out and you think they're gone. They're not. They're right here. All right? You can see them here. And if it's some really weird coin, sometimes you have to go hit load to get it to load into the... This is a zero balance. But there might be some coin in here that I'm sure I sent that's not showing up by default that I have to like scroll down to and hit load. I just thought we'd talk about that a little bit. So let's see, what do we got here? I would like to do some DeFi stuff for you guys. Where do we start? There's so much to talk about. Okay. Yeah. Please can't find wallet for it. Hop, I'm not trolling. Philcoin can't find a wallet for it. Okay, so it's a technical question, so let's cover this. First of all, let's go over to ledger.com and see, and you guys that have been watching my live stream for a while have seen me do this many times, right? I think it's just, well, first of all, let's find out what its symbol is. Let's go to CoinGecko and check that guy out. Let's go to CoinGecko and type in Phil. Is that it? Filecoin? I'm assuming this is the one you're talking about. All right, so now we know that its ticker symbol is FIL, right? So let's do that. Philcoin. Let's hit the enter key. And it's not supported in Ledger Live, right? All right, so, but let's go here and let's go to their website and see if they have a wallet. It doesn't appear to be a ERC20 token, right? So if it were a ERC20 token, we could send it to our Ethereum address and maybe view it over here in our ERC20 tokens. But this guy does not look like, it doesn't say token. Usually it would say like token right here. So if we go to, let's go to SXP, right? It says token. And if it says explores etherscan.io, you can be pretty certain that it's a ERC20 token. Now, sometimes they graduate to their own blockchain, so you got to do your research. But let's see what happens with Phil. Let's go to their website and see if that sheds any light on this. All right, so here's our website for Philcoin. Store. Okay. Mine, build. Let's see here. Store, mine, build. Yeah, I don't see any wallets. Tools and services. Filecoin mainnet, tools, build with Filecoin, nodes, storage market. Okay, this thing is called Filecoin. Let's just Google it. Filecoin wallet. Okay, look, here's something. Okay. Okay, it looks like you can download an app. Now, you'll definitely want to test this out before you just transfer all your Filecoin into this wallet, right? I couldn't find any other wallets. Usually, like a coin, like say Cardano, right? when you go to the Cardano website and you're like, how do I store Cardano, right? It says right there, boom, there's a wallet, right? Usually a coin on their website will give you their wallet, right? So I don't know why Philcoin doesn't have like a link to a wallet on their homepage. It stands to reason, doesn't it? But they don't, as far as I can see. Maybe I'm just not looking in the right place. But so we found this guy, right? We're pretty certain it's a decent. You might want to do some research on Reddit or whatever. Find out if this is a reputable wallet. It probably is, right? Download the app onto your phone, and then transfer a small amount into the phone. Make sure it gets there, and then that's probably all you need to do, right? Phil has its own blockchain, right? So, oh, Duncan. Did I say Drunken Miller? Not Drunken Miller. Duncan Miller. Druken Miller. Drucken Miller. Okay. I was like drinking, right? Okay. All right, so that it just takes a little bit of poking around till you can find a compatible wallet. And then there's a lot of multi-coin wallets out there, like Trust Wallet. We could check Trust Wallet and see if it supports it. There's Exodus Wallet. There's Atomic Wallet. Let's try Atomic Wallet. Atomic Wallet is a great multi-coin wallet. So when you go to wallet and you search, right, FIL. Oh, I thought I saw it there for a second. No, that's not it. That's something else, right? So, but check your multi-coin wallets. There may be a compatible wallet, like Trust Wallet might also. Let's check Trust Wallet. Let me just do it real quick. I want to see if it works. I got too much in here. Okay, Phil. Oh, it does. Okay. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm gonna show you this. I got too much money in this wallet right now, but you guys are my friends, right? We'll get it out of there tonight. We're gonna put it back where it belongs. But anyway, I'm in my Trust Wallet on my phone, right? And then up in the top corner there, the right corner is that little setting. I can tap that, and I can just look for the coin, FIL, and lo and behold, there it is. Right there, Trust Wallet supports it. I just enable it, and then hit cancel, and then we'll go down to wherever it is. There, Philcoin. Boom, boom. Trust Wallet. I would use Trust Wallet. It's a great wallet for your phone, right? Trust. Let's see, Trust Wallet. Much better than IM Token. I've never used IM Token. Trust Wallet is a great multi-coin wallet, right? Best cryptocurrency, ERC20. Check out Trust Wallet. You can store your Philcoin in there. Bye, Scott. Good to have you tonight. Sorry for the work call. That sucked. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Actually, I need to... Hey, John, just confirming this Saturday night run with my text, so I'll see it in my history. Period. Boxes going to Lisa and Samantha. Okay. I can't believe they called me in the middle of my live stream. It used to happen all the time on Fridays. That's why I moved it to Saturday, so I wouldn't have to deal with work calls. But they do it. They still do it. Okay. I got the easiest job in the world. All I have to do is answer the phone and then send a driver. So I shouldn't be complaining. All right, let's get this done. Right, there's, okay. Yeah, so Trust Wallet for Philcoin, Filecoin, whatever. Can you use contract addresses on Trust Wallet? That's a really good question. I've never tried that before. But I guess what you would have to do is something like, okay, I got to find one that maybe, let's let's see. Let's find one that I, well, shoot. Oh, there's Philcoin 26. It's no slouch. Let's try. Oh, what happened? Vet. I think. Oh no, not Vet. Vet is a former ERC20 token. Not anymore. Come on, Rex. I don't know. Bat. I don't know. Bat. Okay. Where is the contract address? I'm not that familiar with the app. Let's see. Shoot. I don't know how you do it on the phone. It's not trivial. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Let's try it. That was a really excellent question. So, but let's see what happens. Generally, you kind of have to trust. Like when you see the token and it has the icon that you know is that belongs to that token. I don't know. Let's try. Where were we over here? All right. Philcoin, right? Oh, there's no token address on that. Let's try Uni. Let's try Uni. That's an ERC20 token. There's our contract address. Let's email it. Oh, let's email it to myself. Come on. Oh, please don't make me log into this. Oh, God. Apple. Love-hate relationship with Apple. I mean, I use their phone, and I like their, like, phones. And I used to be a big Apple user on the computer. But, all right, there. I won't say anymore. But they're like their security on their email is like they're constantly forcing me to like log back into my email in my web browser, and Google never does. Google, I mean, I log into my Google account once, it's there, right? Apple mail, it's like every week or two or every other week it's like log back in, and then it makes me do my two-factor. Not a huge fan of Apple Mail. All right, so let's go to trust. I don't know that there's a field for you to put in like a contract address, right? Like here in the search field. Let's try that. Holy cow, it works. What do you know? All right, so yes, you can paste in a contract address on Uniswap, and it will pull that coin up for you, and you're good to go, right? Wasn't that cool? I know it's a great question, right? So that way you know for sure that that's the token that you want to use, right? It's not some cheap copy, because you might see some copies even in Trust Wallet, right? All right, there we go. That was cool. That was really cool. That's really cool. All right, let's get this out of the way. I would like to do some DeFi for you guys tonight. If you notice that down in the description, I put a whole bunch of links for DeFi websites, and then a bunch of DeFi some DeFi guides and some Binance Smart Chain DeFi. Right? So let's talk about DeFi a little bit. If you're going to do DeFi, like for example, let's just start with the big boy, Uniswap. If we launch Uniswap, it's going to say, okay, I want you to connect your wallet, right? The easiest wallet for me is MetaMask, right? Now, if I try to connect MetaMask, it's going to say, ooh, wrong network, right? That's because MetaMask is a very versatile wallet that you can set up with multiple networks, right? The default one is the Ethereum mainnet, right? So when I'm on the Ethereum mainnet, it connects to Uniswap, and it sees my Ethereum balance, and it can see some other coins that I have on here, right? Like Swapfolio and BZRX, right? So I can, and then it should see them here too when I pull down, right? So, okay, so I've got this BZRX coin, and let's just say I would like to trade that for some Ethereum, right? I'd like to sell it back. Very simple, easy to do. I need to approve it first, and then after I do that I sign it with my wallet. I don't want to do that because it's going to cost me 32 cents, which I really don't want to spend right now. But after that, I could swap it, and the trade goes through, right? It's a decentralized exchange that's very secure because it runs right out of my own wallet. The private keys for my MetaMask wallet are stored on my computer in encrypted format, and I have the backup written down on a piece of paper stored in a safe place, right? Very secure way to trade cryptocurrencies, right? I'm not trusting my crypto to a centralized exchange. Another thing that I'm not really trusting to a centralized exchange is my personal information, right? So what with all this KYC regulation, know your customer regulation, a lot of cryptocurrency exchanges are requiring that I give them personal information, my name, my address, my social security number, my phone number, all that stuff, right? Well, they may be really great at storing their private keys on their centralized server, maybe not so hot at maintaining their customer databases, right? So my personal information is at risk. There have been several instances of, even in Binance, that they got hacked and their personal, their account holders' information was compromised, right? So I don't really want all my personal information out there on every cryptocurrency exchange that I want to use. That's why DeFi is hot right now. I don't need to sign up for Uniswap. I don't need to give them my name, my address, anything, right? I can just use it by virtue of the fact that I've got my MetaMask wallet going. Pretty cool, huh? Now, the only problem with Uniswap is that it uses the Ethereum network, which is not bad, but the problem with that is that right now the Ethereum network is overloaded, right? You can spend like $10, $20, $30 on a trade just because there's so many people on this network. And it's slower, right? When you do a trade, you might sit there biting your fingernails for 5 to 10 minutes waiting for your trade to go through, right? And so you'll up your gas to try and get the trade to go through faster or get mined faster, and now you're spending even more of your Ethereum just trading on this site. Hopefully Ethereum 2.0 will solve that, all right? But let's go over to another some DeFi stuff. I wanted to show you guys this stuff. We talked about Bitcoin. We talked about buying Bitcoin, storing Bitcoin in a ledger. We talked about Ethereum, storing Ethereum in a ledger for all you newcomers out there. But we're going to move into a little more complicated stuff for all the diehards. We're going to go over to a site. We'll start with PancakeSwap. Let's go over to the PancakeSwap website, and I wanted to show you guys too. I've talked about PancakeSwap a few times, very similar to Uniswap. And then I was criticized, which, is perfectly fine. Where was it? Did I close those? Let me see. I must have. Oh, no. Here we go. PancakeSwap is now audited, right? A lot of people I got somebody said, hey, PancakeSwap site is audited, and when you approve tokens, you give it permission to move your coins around, and they can empty your wallets. And I was and their developers are anonymous and all this stuff, and you should warn everybody. Well, okay. So now I'm here to say that PancakeSwap has been audited by a company called CertiK, right? Which is also like a blockchain-based company that audits smart contracts. So PancakeSwap is now audited. I don't know that they're. I guess their developers are still anonymous or whatever. It's a decentralized platform anyway. You can look at their code. I think. I don't know. I don't know if there's a PancakeSwap GitHub, but they have been audited. All right. So let's move on. So what can we do with PancakeSwap? We can trade tokens, just like in Uniswap, and then we can also pool tokens, which means deposit a pair of tokens into a liquidity pool so that I can get a piece of the action on this trading platform. If I deposit Ethereum and some other coin, or two coins, I can get yield farm, right? I can make money by providing this liquidity and get parts of the trading fees, right? And then in addition to that, I can stake coins on their platform, which I think is really cool. All right, now notice everything is zero here. I was like, why is it zero? Well, I need to connect my wallet. So let's connect our wallet. Now they've got a lot of choices here for different types of wallets. I'm going to stick with MetaMask. And it's not going to do it because my MetaMask wallet is still on the Ethereum network. I need to get it over to the Binance Smart Chain network. I provided links down below on lots of good videos and links on how you get the Binance Smart Chain set up in your MetaMask wallet. Basically, you have to go down here to your settings and configure the network, right? You can add a new network, and then you'll put in all these settings here for the Binance Smart Chain, right? I've got some great videos on doing that. If you look over here, down here, using PancakeSwap, I show you how to set up the Binance Smart Chain settings in MetaMask, right? So if you need some help with that, check out those videos. Great. So, but let's switch over to the Binance Smart Chain. I've done it. Okay, now let's connect wallet. Now we'll hit MetaMask. Now, boom. Okay, so now I'm connected to my wallet, right? And you can see here that I'm staking on their platform. Now, I can stake cake to earn more cake, which is cool, right? You're basically depositing the coin, giving it to them, and earning interest on it, right? And you can also stake cake to earn other tokens. So they're constantly coming out with new tokens that you can stake your cake and earn these brand new tokens. I should mention that here, I'll show you. As you can see here, you can earn a Trust Wallet token. Well, I staked my cake and earned a bunch of Trust Wallet token, and now it's worth like $50. That Trust Wallet token that I staked early on. Now, I'm not saying every single coin that you stake here is gonna like have a rise, right? They might do nothing, right? They might fall flat. But it's a good way to get in early, and you're not really risking that much. I mean, you're just staking your coin to earn this new coin, right? So it's a pretty good way to yield farm, right? Earn money on your crypto instead of letting it sit around in your wallet gathering dust, right? So, but I'm going to try, I've done PancakeSwap. I want to go over to Narwhal, and I wanted to point out something interesting. Each of these has its own unique features. Where is Narwhal Swap? See ya later, alligator. Okay. All right, so very similar interface. Same wallet, right? I've got the Binance Smart Chain wallet connected, right? It shows my BNB balance, right? This is not regular BNB. This is Binance Smart Chain BNB, right? It's the same coin, right? And oh, and I did want to show you this. Actually, let me show you this. Let's focus on MetaMask for a moment here. This is my MetaMask wallet, and I've got some BNB in here, and I'm going to copy this address into my clipboard. Now, if I go over to my Binance, right, this is Binance regular account. I have some BNB in here, and I would like to withdraw it to that wallet, right? And I'm going to paste in that address. Well, that's really, it's like an ERC20 address. But there's two ways to withdraw Binance coin, right? You've got the BNB BEPT network, the BEP2 protocol, and you also have the Binance Smart Chain, right? So I can click here, tell them I understand, and it will allow me to withdraw my Binance coin to the Binance Smart Chain, right? Let's go ahead and I'll take 2 of them. Whoops, not 25. I'll take 2. 0.001. No. I will get some 0.002. Right. I just paid the fee there, and that's going to give me an even 2. We'll hit submit. Let's go ahead and send that code. I'm going to check the code on my phone. Let's check the code on our phone. There it came in. The email just came in. All right, there's the email code that they sent me. Whoops. 106148. All right, and now I got to go over to my Google Authenticator and get the code for that for Binance. It's a nail biter because you got like less than 30 seconds. You got like a minute to do this, right? See the time is running out here. Let's hit submit. And off it goes. Now this is cool because I can do this with more than just Binance coin. I can do this with Bitcoin, BTC. Right? If there was some Bitcoin in here and I chose withdraw, look at all my choices. I can withdraw to Binance-based Bitcoin. I can withdraw to Binance Chain-based Bitcoin. I can withdraw to a normal Bitcoin address. I can withdraw to the Ethereum net. I don't know if that creates wrapped Bitcoin or not. I'm not too sure. But what I'm trying to get across to my viewers that may not be based in the US that are based in Europe that have access to Binance, or if you're in the US and you can access Binance. Binance is a great platform for transferring and converting cryptocurrencies, right? You can convert to almost any available network, right, for Bitcoin. I can do the same thing with, I can do the same thing with ETH, right? I can withdraw ETH. Let's withdraw a little bit of ETH to that same address. My Binance Smart Chain wallet, right? But I don't want it to be the Binance chain, and I don't want it to be the ERC20 chain. If I did that, it would show up in my MetaMask wallet. It would just be on a different network, right? I want to send it to the Binance chain Ethereum. So let's go ahead and do that. How much is in there? I don't know. It's not a lot, but let's go ahead and do that just so you can see it. The code. All right. Is that the same code? That's a different one. 581902. All right, and then I need my Google Authenticator code. Where is it? Okay, 901220. All right, and off that goes. Boom, there it goes. So I just wanted to point that out, that when you make withdrawals from Binance, you can switch networks. Now, be careful because you might make a mistake. I had someone that sent me a comment question and said, "Hey, I withdrew my ERC20 tokens to a Binance Smart Chain address and I don't see them in my ledger." Well, hopefully he was able to figure out how to view those, right? But let's go back to MetaMask. It's over in here. We should be getting some more. It might take it a minute. Usually BNB coin comes out pretty quick. Let's just double check over here. Okay, did I send it or did I not send it? Let's go to withdrawal history. We're going to switch to withdraw and crypto. Okay, so there. We've got the BNB is processing still, and the Ethereum is still processing. But we'll keep an eye on our MetaMask wallet and we'll see what happens. While we're waiting for that, I wanted to show you this Narwhal site. Now, it does the same thing as Pancake Swap. Oh, there, it just came in. I saw it on my phone. There. All right, so now I've got 4 BNB in this Binance Smart Chain wallet. And where's there? I don't see the ETH. I got a bunch of coins in here, right? Because I've been doing a lot of yield farming. So, okay, so we see the swap in the pool, right? We know about that. But we've also got this NAR, where I can take my liquidity pool tokens and stake them. So what I've done is I took some BNB and I took some Narwhal tokens, some BNB NAR, and I created a liquidity pool, right? Like here, right? I did BNB and NAR, wherever it is. Right? I deposited some liquidity into BNB NAR token. But you'll notice that it doesn't show it here. Well, why doesn't it show it there? Because I took that liquidity pool token. I got a liquidity pool token back. And then I staked it, right? I deposited it. But the cool thing about NAR, the thing that makes NAR interesting, the Narwhal swap, is that you can up your buff rate. And basically what that means is once, like I've got less than 1,000 here, right? I've got like 387 liquidity pool tokens. Less than 1,000, my max buff is 9, right? It starts you off at 1, right? And then every few days, you're going to get like a little button that says up my buff rate. And then when you click it, you'll sign it with your wallet. And you end up getting more the longer it stays in there, right? So the longer I keep it in there without harvesting, the more I can up my buff rate. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So basically, it's been in there for a week now, and I'm at the max buff rate. Here's the buff rate, 2403. And then let's look here. NAR is 9 cents. So let's do that. Oops. Let's check here. So NAR is 0.9 cents. And what are we looking at here? 2403. All right, so times 2403. That's a lot. That seems like a lot. That I can harvest that per week, right? That's because my buff rate is up to 9, right? Right now my pending is 1832. Let's take a look at that. 1832 times 9 cents. It's 164 bucks that I made just farming the liquidity and staking. So, but it's less when you just put it in there for a week without ever upping your buff rate, right? If you want to like harvest it every few days, you're not going to get that high of a buff rate. So that's what makes the NAR site unique. And also, you can okay, there it is. Now I can also, the NAR that I've got, right? I bought some NAR and I earned some NAR, right? I can deposit the NAR in here and earn more on this deposit. This is just a straight NAR token deposit. We can see here, it's asking me if I want to up my buff rate. I don't know if there is, and let's sign it. Okay, that's like a 10-cent charge. All right. So, but now we can see that that's $5.95. Let's see here. So $5.95 times 9 cents, that's 53 bucks. So we're earning some mad rewards here. Now, I also should mention that a lot of these are brand new sites, right? Some of them are in beta, some of them are experimental. There's some risk. They could have bugs. That's right. All that kind of stuff. So buyer beware. But a lot of stuff like this, when they first start, they're mad, right? This says 814 APR. It said like last week, it was like 1700 APR. Like when they first start, there's mad rewards. But then, I don't know what it is, they always taper off. They get lower. Just like Pancake Swap. Like Pancake Swap, when you first started here on the 30x Pancake, it was like 1,000 APR. Now it's down to like 306. Because when they're hot and everybody's jumping on it, the rewards are great. And then people move on. I don't know. It just seems to be the pattern with these. But I just thought I'd point out this NAR. Do your own research, right? But I just wanted to point out this gem, right? I'm earning rewards, and I'm not going to harvest them because I want to keep my buff rate high, right? That's their incentive to you to keep it in there rather than pulling it out right away. I could pull it out anytime if I wanted to, but I'm going to keep it in there and keep my buff rate higher. I'm also mining gold, right? By whatever I'm staking in the gem pool, the 673, I can also stake. See, it's the same thing here, 6873. I can stake that. Now, if I put more NAR in here, which I can do, right? I can stake more. Right? I can add more to it if I wanted to. But there's none, I don't have any right now. But I could buy more NAR and stake it if I wanted to. Then I could match it over here. And this gold will allow you to buy their NFT, right? I need 10 gold to buy the random NFT. Well, what's that going to get me? They've got these NFTs that will boost your earnings even more, right? Like this one. Increases my buff rate refresh to 60%, or this is the normal one, 55%, right? You get a random NFT. So it's like a game, but with your own money, right? It's a game with your money. All right. So I wanted to point out, that's the unique thing about the NAR. I don't know that I really don't have time to get to all of the other sites that I would have liked to. But I will just point out that there's another one that's really cool, that's really hot right now. I try to keep you guys with all the latest and the greatest stuff, called Burger Swap. I know. Burgers? Seriously? You can do swaps. Notice they connect to the exact same wallet, right? it's connected to that same Binance Smart Chain wallet. So I could buy burger tokens, right? It's an exchange. It's a decentralized exchange. It's a pool where I can add liquidity. And then there's this other cool stuff you can do. Just like, it's just too much to talk about in one night. I'll get to it next week. There's FryWorld, which allows you to, okay, it wants me to unlock my wallet. It's the same MetaMask wallet on the Binance Smart Chain. There's all of these pools where you can deposit your liquidity pool tokens and stake them and earn rewards. It's pretty cool. Am I doing this one? I was, right? There's like a little bit in there, right? I think I pulled this stuff out. You can just deposit your burger, right? I got 468 burger in there, earning fries, right? Fries are 52. They're going up, baby. They were like 51 earlier today. So, and then burger is, what's burger right now? Burger tokens are 51 cents, right? So they've been going up. They were like 48 cents a couple days ago. So these are some hot places where you can stake and bake, right? Stake your tokens, trade tokens, stake tokens, participate in liquidity pool, yield farm, do all that fun stuff. I'll probably have to get a video out on Burger Swap. I hope you guys are following all this. Yes, that's the problem I was having with Philcoin. I don't know which one to use. I think I would still recommend storing your Philcoin in Trust Wallet. That seems to be the best option there. Oh, this is the same guy? Oh, I hit somebody earlier. We talked about Zill. You can do Zill in using your ledger. There's a Zill app for the ledger, but it does require a third-party wallet, right? So, like if you go to Zill, there's Phil and Zill. They should get married. All right, so Zilqua, there's an app. So you can store the private keys of Zilqua on your ledger device, but you need to use the Zillit wallet in order to, and I wasn't able to get it to work the last time I used it. So you can connect it to your ledger, right? And then you can store Zill on your ledger. Well, the last time I tried it, I couldn't make it work. I think Buddy was here when that happened too. I was like, dude, it's not working. Anyway. So I ran out of time. There's so much to talk about. I don't have time to talk about everything tonight. So, but hang in there, guys. Let's see where Bitcoin is now. Bitcoin is still comfortably above 16,000, so I think we're all good, right? I'd like to thank everybody. I'd like to apologize. Are these hot wallets safe from hacking? Like I said, they are smart contracts. They could possibly get hacked. I think there's more danger of backdoors by the developers if it's not audited. So they're not as secure as storing on your ledger. I will totally admit that. But it is a place where there's rewards to be had if you're willing to take the risk, right? There's a risk in everything. There's a risk in buying and holding Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin could go to zero tomorrow. We don't know. Right? It's all digital. So yes, there are risks in using these smart chain platforms. Uniswap is risky. Any of these DeFi platforms could suffer bugs. There was an article in, where are we here? let's see. There was an article in. Come on, Rex. Where is it? What am I doing here? Why can't I find this? Okay. I'm getting confused which browser I'm using. That's what I'm looking for. Jeez. I don't remember if it was Cointelegraph or CoinDesk. There was an article about a DeFi platform that got hacked. So yes, they are susceptible to hacking, but not your wallet, right? There is a possibility that when it's on deposit, it could. But when you're trading it right from your wallet, you're fine. But it's when you put them on deposit that you are putting your coins at risk when you're doing these yield farming things. So yes, there is always some risk involved in this. There, that's the one. DeFi, Value DeFi suffers $6 million flash loan attack. Flash loan attack, a complex attack on Value DeFi's multi-stables vault has caused a net loss of $6 million. The exploit appears to be a flash loan attack. Flash loans allow users to borrow funds without collateralization because the lender expects the funds would be returned instantly. By taking advantage of the uncollateralized loan, the attackers arbitraged the funds between stablecoins after depositing funds in Value's DeFi multi-stables vault. So we'll see, right? There's always risk. So yeah, I'm not telling you to go mortgage your house. I'm just showing you what's out there. I mean, I used to stick to just showing you how to move Bitcoin around, but some of my regular viewers were getting bored with that. So, why are you shouting at me, Jimmy? Turn your caps off. Why did the price just gone? Do you know anything? I don't know anything about some lend old token on Ledger. Lately the price just gone. Then I sent it to Binance. It shows the coin but not the price. I can't even withdraw it. I'm not too sure about that particular coin. There are coins that totally failed and go to zero, but like I don't know anything about this coin. I'm just guessing. But I bought some coins, some old ERC20 tokens in 2017 that I thought were going to go to the moon, and now they're worthless, right? It happens. So, but personally, I don't know anything about this particular coin. All right, guys, I'm going to have to sign off. Sorry about that work call. That really threw a wrench in the works of kind of the stuff I wanted to do tonight. But c'est la vie. I survived. I hope you did too. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. Don't forget, I do this every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me for the live Q&A from Michigan, where you can throw out questions, and I'll do my best to get them answered. Hope to see you there next week. Here, next week. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again, thanks for joining me, and hope to see you again soon.